Hello, I'm Amanda Crafted. Welcome to my channel. I love crafting, shopping, decor and makeovers. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm going to be doing some Christmas card inspiration for you today. So I'm in my craft room, just looking at my dollhouse and thinking, oh, that's going to be my next project. I'm going to do a major renovation on the dollhouse this year. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you are too. So at this time of year, when it's kind of, we've just had Christmas and, there's still a bit of holiday cheer around and it's getting cold, and I just love to sit in my craft room all nice and cozy, get the candles on, a nice hot drink and start on a crafting project. So I'm just looking through my Christmas cards and trying to sort of get them ready for next year. I know it feels like too soon, but because I'm in the Christmassy mood, it's kind of a lovely time to make them. So I've just gone through some of the little pieces that I've cross-stitched, and I could have turned them into gift tags, but I thought I'll just make them into some cute little Christmas cards that I could give out. So that's 2 turtle doves, and I bought these cards a long time ago, so I've had them in my stash. They're great for cross stitches because you can stick them in a frame, and then you also have a piece of card on the back so you can't see the Stitchcraft on the inside. I've got my own little handmade by Amanda stickers with holly on for Christmas, and then I have a heart on for other cards, birthday cards. And there's another cross stitch that I've done and turned it into a card. So this is the idea I've had for my 2024 Christmas cards. I actually have this template from when I made some string cards before, but so I'm using this template, which is really easy to make. Just get a piece of paper, create a triangle shape for a tree, and then about every centimetre apart just put a little hole in it, and then you can use it then as a template, which is much easier than trying to use a ruler without it. So I just put the card on top of some blue tack, and then put the template on and just work my way down the holes. I've already put those holes in lightly. I just need the blue tack so I can poke through quite easily, because if you do it without the blue tack you might end up sort of stabbing yourself, which I have done before. Wouldn't recommend it. So once you've done all your poking, you've got your holes, you've got your template ready to start threading some string through. So I've used some green and white jute, and I've just threaded it through. I've put a bead through the top one to create a bit of interest on the top of the tree, and I've just threaded it through, and then on the back I've kind of minimalised a bit, and so I'm just holding this in place and then going to cover it with stickers. But you could tie them into knots or do all sorts of things. But the thing is, as I do my cards, my method evolves, and I kind of get better ideas as I go along, which I have done as I've done these cards. So that was the first one that I did, and then I'm going to try. I've got some metallic thread that I can try, and I've got some wool and I've got some ribbon. So I'm going to do lots of different methods, but the same kind of idea of the holes and threading. I've got a lovely handmade by Amanda. I got those off eBay, just got them printed up with a holly leaf on for Christmas. It just adds a nice little personal touch to your card. And then obviously you just put your stickers inside, and you can personalise your cards up. Lovely. So I've done the same technique again, used the green and white jute, threaded it through, but this time I added a bead. So I had these red and white beads, and I thought I was going to do some sort of candy cane idea with them, but I thought, well, I'll thread them onto the tree as baubles. What I like, it's almost like a little abacus where you can move them about and rearrange the card. I've got the same idea on the back, and I have added a little bell on the top of the tree as well, so the card makes a little jingling noise, which makes it very festive. So my next idea is using ribbon, which I think I like. So I've just threaded this through and made a bow. So that was really easy. Just threaded that through and then tied it into a lovely bow. I have just secured a bit of the bow with Pritt Stick so it doesn't move. And then this time, instead of threading it through on the back really carefully, I thought I'm going to tie them together and make a really sort of nice little knotted back piece, which when finished is going to look like a tree. So on the front will be all lovely and smooth, and on the back will be knotted together, but I think it's a really nice effect. So there I am, just threading it through, and then tying it together. And I'm just really pleased with how this sort of idea has evolved. So I've started with string, graduated to ribbon, and I will just keep going. And each card that I make will end up looking slightly different, but that's what I love about card making. So just to summarise the steps then, cut yourself a tree shape, triangle, make little holes in it about a centimetre apart all the way down the side, and then put it on top of your card and then poke holes with a pin along the holes that you have on your template, and then just go through them again if you need to, and you've got your tree shape. Then put some blue tack underneath, because that does make it a lot easier when you are poking holes through and you don't accidentally poke your finger, as I have done before. Then thread your needle with your ribbon or string or whatever you're going to use, and then just bring it through one of the holes. Come up from underneath and then go over and then go down the other side, so you have a nice straight line of ribbon or string across, and then you could go into the next hole and keep going, but what I decided to do was to tie them together to create that nice little pattern on the back. So at this point then I would just tie it together in a knot and then cut away the excess so it's nice and tightly tied together, and that just creates a really lovely effect on the back. But you could easily just carry on threading and have no gaps like that, but I think that just really creates a lovely kind of texture. And then on the top, when you get to the top, you've got your two pieces and you can tie them together in a bow. You can add a star on the top of your tree, a bell, whatever you want, and just really personalise these cards. So here's a final look over what I've got, and you can see here I've added sequins. I've also added some buttons just to create some more interest. I did this one with wool, multicoloured wool, and I added the sequins on to create a lovely pastel looking card. More buttons on that one, and I've put them every other one, but you could put them all the way up. My little abacus card there that you can play with, because those will move along. And again, you could use any kind of beads or sequins to thread onto your tree. And then I've got my cross-stitch cards as well. And then, as I say, there's my lovely ribbons. I've got a couple of other cross-stitches, which I am going to have to mount onto cards. And I will, maybe throughout the year I might get some new ribbon and do some other ones. You can do them small, you can do them big. As I've said before, this is what I love about card making, because every single card can be different. And I really do love the way that they look inside and out. I think that's lovely. And you just get yourself some stickers that say Merry Christmas, and season's greetings, that sort of thing, and you can put them inside the card and on the front. And who would not love a card made for them rather than a bought card? So it's so simple to do, so have a go. I hope I've inspired you. I may put this video on again perhaps later in the year, or do some shorts from it, just to remind people of it, because I know a lot of people won't be making cards at the moment. It's just my personal time when I do love to make my Christmas cards. I will be making some birthday cards soon as well, so I will be sharing that with you soon. I hope you enjoyed this little last look at Christmas, but very forward thinking to Christmas 2024. I have been shopping as well, and I have been doing some decor around the house, so plenty more videos to come in 2024 from me. So I hope you stick with me. So, as always, thanks ever so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you have, thank you very much. It does mean a lot. Please give me a thumbs up, turn on notifications, drop me a comment, because I do love to hear from you. So, until next time, take care. Bye-bye.